What's up guys, jtmoffroad here. Today's video, we're going to try to dampen an issue. Alrighty, so I've had the Avalanche lifted for a while. It's been a couple months, and right away I went and got an alignment for it, which had helped. The toe was really bad on it. It had a little bit of a problem getting exactly the right camber on the passenger side. One of the pins that I had in there, if you remember, I had problems getting that in because it broke off. I need to go back and weld that, but he got the camber pretty good on those, but he couldn't adjust it fully to get the right camber. So it's good, but it's not perfect. So he said if it was pulling to the left at all, you know, really get that taken care of. So it pulls to the left a little bit, but just in general, because I have the bigger tires on there and everything now, there is a little bit of bump steer, and it does have a little bit of wander to it. So went ahead and told my guy over at Rough Country, and he went ahead and hooked me up with steering stabilizer. All the reviews on the steering stabilizer for this lift, everyone just praises it. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that say don't just throw a steering stabilizer at a problem. I'm sure the camber will help get that a little better, but I still think the bigger tires and everything, it's not gonna fix it 100%. I know with Jeeps with a front axle, not just Jeeps, but anything with a solid front axle, you get depth wobble. This isn't depth wobble. This is just a little bit of, you know, play that shouldn't really be there. So we're gonna go ahead and put this damper on to see if it helps. Everybody that has written a review about it seems to really love it and said I should have done this right off the bat. So please inform me. I'm uneducated, but you know, my YJ comes with the steering stabilizer right off the bat. That's how it was designed. I know the steering is a lot different. There's a rack up front for the whole steering setup. So I don't know if because of that you don't need a steering stabilizer or what the issue is. So anyway, I don't know. The steering stabilizer you get is as such, and one end goes to the tie rod and the other end goes to I think it's one of the diff mounts up front. So you get that. There's instructions. There's a bracket to go onto the tie rod, and then all the hardware you would need. So there's not a whole lot to it. A lot of people said that it takes them like 15 minutes to do. So I figure firsthand we'd go ahead and try it out. I was thinking about trying to go out and drive around and show you what I mean, but there's really not a good way to show you. It's mostly feel. Whenever you're driving around, you can feel how it reacts. So I'm gonna do the best job I can to tell you how it does in the end. And when I'm saying that I'm having like steering wobble and steering wander, it's not terrible. It's not bad at all. It's like, I've had steering problems with my Jeep before, and it's bad. Like, there's actually some issues I still have to take care of. But with this, it's just like, if you were to just hold the steering wheel and you're driving down the road, you just have a little bit of more movement back and forth with the steering wheel just to keep it straight. It's not like you just have your hand on the steering wheel and it just goes straight, no problem. You have a little bit of work to it, but it's nothing crazy. So I have a feeling that this little bit of force up front will help get rid of that. So let's go ahead and pull the truck in and get started. So just a quick visual before I put it on. I just kind of laid everything out just to see what it's going to be like comparing to pictures that they show. So this side's going to go on the passenger side diff drop mount. There's already a spot for it from the Rough Country lift. So this is going to go on that side. This is going to go on your tie rod, and then this will go on with the sleeve and then the bolt. And looks like, I think you have to measure out 3.5 inches from the piston. So pull the steering stabilizer cylinder out to approximately 3.5 inches of piston is showing. So we'll go ahead and do that and install it all up. Well, videoing the install didn't go as planned. Sorry about that. But I got this side in, had to keep it loose until we could get up to this side. everything's tightened down now after the fact, and looks good. It's a little hard just because it's a tough space. There's not a lot of room. So, but it's in, and we're gonna go for a drive and see how it is. Alrighty guys, so it's actually the second day now. I drove it around last night and it felt great right after. And I decided, I shot an outro and I wanted to wait and actually do another one. I ended up finding out in the instructions from Rough Country, actually says there's 2 additional things that you could buy to add to this that they recommend. If you go up to 35 inches and taller, they actually recommend you getting that steering stabilizer. So I did, and it works great. It does so much better. It doesn't, it still has like a little bit of wander. It's not terrible. I think it's mainly the camber issue that I have to take care of still. But as far as bump steer, it's like night and day. It's so much better. Before, when I would drive around, I would really be noticing me controlling the steering wheel a lot more. And I've been driving around, I'm like, I have to think about it. I'm like, I haven't been doing that really at all. Like maybe the littlest bit, but it's so much better than it was before. So definitely fixed the issue that I had, and I recommend that if you're going to be getting the 6-inch lift, definitely go ahead and buy that. And I'll keep a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Alrighty, so if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Thanks to all of you who have already done so. Please give the video a thumbs up. I think that's about it for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.